Hey, so Azure Advisor gives me personalized recommendations based on a well-architected framework so I can better use my cloud resources. Why don't we take a look? So let's go to Advisor, right over here, and I'm going to click on All Recommendations. This one says upgrade the standard disks attached to your premium capable VM to premium disks. I'm not quite sure I know what that means. I wish I could go to some sort of advisor clinic where I could find this out. Well, maybe I can. I happen to have Travis Maier here, who I bet can help me with this. Hey, Travis, I'm wondering if you can tell me what this means, premium capable VM to premium disks thing.
Hey, David. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to help. So, way back in 2015, Azure released our premium disk offering. And what this recommendation is attempting to do is alert customers to the fact that for at least production workloads, particularly those, that they may want to consider upgrading to premium disks, whereas today they're currently running our standard disks offerings. So maybe a good way to take a look at this is to view an example VM that we have here. So what you'll see is that on the top screenshot, we have an example VM that's a standard SSD. You can see the provisioned IOPS as well as the throughput and the range that you have there, right? Anywhere from on the IOPS side, 500 all the way up to 6,000. If you look below, though, we've selected a premium SSD. And in this case, we're able to, from an IOPS and a throughput perspective, go much, much farther than that. So our premium disks are ideal for workloads that have very latency specific requirements. And many times those examples will include things like big data, SQL databases, and other kind of transactional databases or processes that are happening. The other thing I think that's important to call out here is, as you can see again on these screenshots with the standard disk, the ability to burst is not currently available, right? And so moving to a premium disks gives you that availability to burst.
So let's talk about that bursting thing, right? Because I think the thing that I'm understanding here is this is sort of all about performance, especially performance under heavy loads. So, like, what kind of bursting things can I do?
Yeah, that's a great question, David. So we actually have two different versions of bursting that's available and configurable. The first one is on-demand bursting. So it's bursting that's available anytime that you need it as a customer. You will pay for that bursting, and we have some documentation that describes the exact pricing that we have for that. But it's a great thing to have in your back pocket if you maybe don't have consistent workloads or expect that you may have, high changes or large changes in your overall throughput. The next option that we have, though, is a little bit more interesting, and that's a credit-based model. In this model, you have the ability to basically harvest or credit yourself with additional bursting capability when you are operating below the thresholds, the maximum thresholds that we have. And so in this case, you're able to burn those credits by bursting when you need it without any other cost implications.
Okay, so that makes total sense. So that's one of these situations where if I haven't bursted, if there's been some time in which I haven't needed to burst, I'm basically racking up credits that later on, when I do need it, I can start to use those credits instead of having to pay more. And that makes total sense to me.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, I think now I have a good understanding here of what's going on in this recommendation. So I want to thank you, Travis, for helping me out with this. And I'd like to thank you all for watching this. And I hope you'll join me on another episode of Azure Advisor Clinic as part of the Azure Enablement Show. Look forward to seeing you soon.